Hi Aries, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your December 2018 reading. I'm using the Mythic Tarot. Of course, I'm dealing with shadows again. Shadows! The Mythic Tarot, which is based on Greek mythology. And I'm also using the regular playing cards for clarification. And it really worked out well with the last reading. I actually liked it, and that was my first time doing it. So, what are the messages for Aries, December 2018? This year is a 2, and it's the end of a 2. And 2s are like planning, you know, when you're figuring out your ideas and what you want to do, but not a lot of movement, feeling sort of stuck in a rut, stagnant, nothing's moving forward. Whereas next year is 3, and so, you know, this is December. We're getting so close to the beginning of the year, and 3s are movement, about taking action with your plans. So you're going to see a lot of movement forward. You're going to be taking your action to the next step, or taking your plan to the next step, I mean. Also next year is the year of the boar, and in the Chinese horoscope. And the Chinese New Year starts around February, 12th or something like that. I don't know exactly the date. But anyway. And the year of the boar is a happier year. Like it's a big step up from this year. And you may not get rich or strike oil, and you're not going to need to, because you're going to feel happy, generally happy, a skip in your step, more social, friendly, all that kind of thing, without necessarily, taking great heights in success. You may take some steps and move forward. They're not giant leaps, but you just feel so much happier, Anyway, Aries. What are the messages for Aries? December 2018. Aries. December 2018. What are the messages? Oh my God, I'm going to have to turn my heat down. I'm just about dying here. Maybe I'm having a hot flash or something. I don't know. But all of a sudden, I'm boiling to death. Aries, it's your fire. It's your fire doing it. So I'm going to do another past, present, future this month. But like I said, I'm accenting it with the regular playing cards. I'm going to pause the video for 1 sec while I turn down my heat, because I'm going to die. Oop, there's the pause button. Back. Alright. So, your first card in the past is the Magician. And the Magician, there's a positive and a negative. The Magician is our capability to really make any of our dreams come true. To make a success of anything we want to, anything we focus and concentrate on now, because we have all the tools we need. We've learned, we've gained experience, knowledge, and skills to take us forward in many directions. He has choices here. In which does he want to follow? Truth, his emotions, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. So it's your capability to really have anything you want to invest in. And that's investing emotions or whatever. The other side of the Magician can be the trickster, in this card, he isn't, though, really. It's about manifesting what you want, where you're going, okay? And he feels like he knows. He's holding his hand up like this. Like, I've done it. I just got the feeling it could be completing a course or something. You've just gone through a course and completed it, and now you feel like you have the last of the tools you need to move forward. Kind of got that feeling from that one. The Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is disputes, arguing. Sometimes in this deck, it's a third-party situation. Doesn't mean in your love life, you know, this is like the son being caught in between mom and dad and their fights and really being tormented by it. It's being tormented maybe by a situation that isn't your own. So, and, you know, it comes after your Magician and your path, you know. Do not get caught up in other people's nonsense when you're on your way to whatever you want. Don't get caught up in other people's nonsense because it's going to delay you. It's a delay. Worried and you know, it's a lot of the wise. It's getting caught up in other people's junk. But you have the High Priestess on your side. The High Priestess is that intuition, you know. Also, it's secrets, too. It can be about secrets. But it's about trusting your intuition. And not necessarily knowing what's outside, but trusting that you'll be all right. You can it's about trusting that positive and negative side of yourself too. You know, sometimes we don't want to trust our intuition because you know it's negative thinking. And it's a big negative thinking world right now. But sometimes you need to. You know, you get suspicious, you see something, and you're thinking, well, that's weird. You don't have to make it true or make it bad, but it does niggle at you. Trust your instincts. You know, your instincts are niggling you for a reason. But there's also the positive side, the silver lining to it. It could be, if there could be other explanations, is what I'm saying. But don't necessarily dismiss your instincts, okay? Getting caught in between these two people might do that. You know, here's all your potential here on the outsides, book framing this thing you're caught up in, you know. And like I said, it's delaying your progress, really. It's messing with your intuition and your insight and your intuitiveness, you know, your that thing that tells us where we're going, like I know exactly what I'm doing kind of thing. This kind of stuff messes with that. So the first card in your present is the Five of Pentacles. And this is walking away from something that's totally intact. This could be a job. It could be a home that you own. And it's you know, it's leaving in the night. You're not necessarily, you may have known for a while that you're going to leave. You're not necessarily leaving at night, but it's kind of a sneak off. Like, you've found something else, or you're not happy there anymore. And it doesn't matter how much they pay you. You know, you're just not happy there. It might not be a pleasant workplace or something like that. So you might be taken off because, you know, you're the magician now. You have opportunity is knocking. So, you know, since you did this, since you walked off, you know, there could be people whispering in your ear. Now, they're whispering doubt. They're causing you to second guess, you know. It's kind of funny. Look at this, right underneath. Oh, those shadows drive me cuckoo. Oops. this one, right, like it's almost the same situation. Look at that, you know. This time they're talking right to her saying, are you sure? Like, I don't know if you want to do this. You better be careful where you're stepping. Do you know what you're doing? Sometimes these people are good because, you know, they make you take a second look and they wake you up and you know, because you're not trusting your intuition, right? You're not really looking where you're leaping. But on the other hand, just because it may look troublesome doesn't mean it will be, okay? But they do cause doubt. Like this could be your friends around you saying, you know, you're not going to put up with that, are you? Oh my God, give your head a shake. No, you tell him you tell her the rest of your stuff's on the lawn. This isn't a storage unit. You know, it might be a little bit of your friends supporting you, telling you not to, you know, put up with this, not to engage in this, not to put yourself in that position. You know, that could be the advice, is what they're trying to give you, okay? And it looks like after you've left a situation. At work, could be an investment you snuck out of, and it could be your home. You could have left home, or people you were living with, maybe. It was just like not working out. Your last card in your present is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is a strategic thinker. You know, he's very clear about what he wants to do. He's very fair, honest, obviously, but he can think like a chess player. You know, he can think that 8 moves ahead. Well, if he moves that there, I can do that. Or if he moves that one, you know, you're thinking about all the possibilities, the map, the labyrinth. You know, when I think of the King of Swords, I think of someone that makes labyrinths. You know, they make them. And they are that crafty, that intelligent. But like I said, very clear-minded. So this king comes, you know, I think you're really listening. Oh, stop! I think you're really listening. Carmela, honestly, no. Come here. Come here and calm down. Oh, sorry about that. Ah, are you coming or what? So I think that after you leave this situation, you get some advice, you get some support. You're feeling very clear-minded now. You know, it's funny I said build a labyrinth maker or maze maker. And I don't mean it in a negative way, you know. That's how far you can see down your path, this way, that way, that way, and I gotta go. You know what I mean? Like, you got it figured. And also, you know, obviously you're trusting your intuition now. You are sure, not only in your mind, but, you know, that gut feeling. You're trusting your gut. Right on. The King of Pentacles. So this guy is, but kings are mature. They're men. They're not, you know, like 30 years old, or I would say they're men over 40 and mature. This guy's very stable. He's been able to build a nice little place for himself. He's got multiple things going on because he's got employees over here, or maybe they're over here. I can't see that well. And, you know, he's farming, and he's got property too. It's not just the place. So, you know, it looks beautiful. He's comfortable, but he's kind of wondering what else is out there. And he's also very proud. This is a very proud person of what they've been able to achieve and accomplish. But he is wondering what else is out there. This guy thinks for quite a long time, considers all the angles, really thinks it through before he moves on something. You know, not compared to this guy. This guy considers while he's moving. You know, while he's taking action, he's considering at the same time. It's like a fluid movement, okay? But this guy thinks about it, contemplates, considers, you know, what would I do? So, and this comes under your Magician. You know, this might be what you're doing with your finances. Maybe after you leave this situation, you're able to start something of your own. This could be a new home, a new business, a new something. Like and it looks like not just, you know, just employing yourself, but employing others. This is something that could grow, okay? What a nice card. The 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a movement card. Things are on the move with where you're going, and much happier, a steady pace. The winds are in your favor too. This also represents, it's another communication card, and you got 3 communication cards right in a row. But this one, there's a change in the tide. There's a change in the tide. You know, it started here with this being involved in negative drama, other people's business, really. And then it turned into like this, you know, where you're getting support, and it's more like consulting. It's peaceful, right? It's emotional. And to here, you know, there's a real change in the tide. All the flames are lit. All the sails are full out, and you're moving forward. Your communications are much, much better, and they're really going to take you places, I think. Like, you've totally changed how you communicate. And, you know, this could be, you know, from this experience of leaving this situation too, you know. You know, that might have been really tough for you. Your last card in your future is the 9 of Swords. This is the card of nightmare, you know, anxiety, worry, in your head. So, you know, I think that you might be carrying some sort of guilt from all this that's happened. Here. You might be carrying some sort of guilt. There's something niggling at you, nagging at you, bothering you about what happened here still. You might need to clear the air. You know, and that's what the King of Swords is about. You know, he can clear the air in a tactful, probably tactful way. And I think that might be what's called for here. You need to, because you're still carrying some of that around. You really haven't, but your communication is so much better. So I think that you're going to be able to communicate this, but it's a slow process, you know. It's, even though this, you know, looks really moving forward and stuff, you know, it is a slow process. You may you know, take 4 steps forward and 1 step back, like get in your head a little too much. You'll just have to wait, Carmela. So, anyway, I am going to clarify with the playing cards, the regular, just a regular deck. Oops. And so, you know, if there's arguing going on, you feel stuck in between 2 people, it's, you know, it's self-explanatory. Like, your communication is getting better. I would really like clarification on the 5 of Pentacles, maybe why you're leaving the situation. It could be because all the fighting and arguing, people can't get along. There's too much disruption, perhaps, in the work. Okay, I'm going to take these ones. I take more than one, too. If they come out, they come out. Okay, well, here you go, right here. It is communication. You have the 8 of Clubs, and this is job talk. This is differences of opinion, disagreements, harsh words. This is steps backwards, you know. You're not moving forward. There's a lot of financial potential here, but not good communication. So, I think that you got a message of another opportunity, and you said, I am out of here. I can't stand this. This is so hard. You know, it's like that. It's like, I can't even, you know, when you wake up and you're thinking, oh, God, I got to go into that place again today. That feeling, I'd rather do anything than go back there. And sometimes it can be something you love doing, but just the people that you're doing it with is awful. The feeling of, oh, someone told me I should come into the prison and be the morale adjuster. She said, I think I'm going to create a job and have you come in and be the morale adjuster and just uplift everybody's mood, you know. Change that frown upside down. So anyway, it's just a lot of negative communication here. And so when you get offered this, you do this. You say, I'm exiting stage left. See you later. I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just leaving. I'm going. Bye. You know, you say bye after you're at the door kind of thing. And it's basically because of all this bad communication going on there. Okay? And you saw it in the 2 of Swords. You could see it there. You know, you've got so much potential, and maybe the business that you're in, what you do has so much potential, but it's you know, the communication. And maybe it wasn't just drama and stuff. Maybe it was like you couldn't get anything done. They wouldn't like listen to anything you said, and it was very frustrating. Hard to do your work, hard to do your job when you have someone negative just putting their foot in front of you all the time. You know, let's work together. So that's probably what you're looking for, a place to work together. There's more like this. You know, it's calm. Let's sit down and talk about this. Let's go for a lunch break on the patio. Okay, so let's get some clarification. I do want some clarification on this anxiety for you. It's the only troublesome card there, and I would like to leave this on a good note for you. So let's see what we can figure out here. What are the messages on that 9 of Swords, that anxiety, that hamster wheel in your head, you know, of guilt and crap? What is it? What's bothering you? What are you carrying? It's the last little thing, you know. And, you know, the 9 is the last hurdle before all this is behind you. You know, that's the one silver lining in this card. It's this last hurdle. It's this last stuff for you to get rid of. Because it is the 9. It's the 9s are the last challenge to get through this, what you've been through. Okay. There it is. That it is. You get 2 cards. 2 cards. So, you got the 2 of clubs and the 9 of clubs. So, this is a business meeting. Okay? The 2 of clubs is definitely a business meeting. So, you may be called back to witness or something. You may be asked all kinds of million questions. Maybe the hammers come down where you were working before and you're like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to ever go back there. It's really a big hassle to you. So I think there's a huge possibility that you could have to go back and deal with this because it's at the job site. This is at the job site. A meeting at the job site that is something you're really dreading. Okay? You know, sometimes these things are bigger in our heads than what they turn out to be. You know, you dread it, you're almost making yourself sick thinking about it. And that's what this is. Like just making yourself sick thinking about it. And there are also questions. I see you being questions, a lot of questions. And it's like, well, what does that have to do with anything? Maybe feeling trapped with questions and words and maybe you might be feeling like they're going to try and make you the scapegoat or something. You know what I mean? But you're clean. You're clean. And I think you're going to deal with this calmly. Very calmly. Because you have a very different way of communicating now. And you know your truth. You know your truth. You know what went down. If you ask me directly, I'll throw whoever under the bus. But I'm not here to point fingers and bring this place down. I just want it out. And you know, you don't want to, you know, be the one that is telling the truth, you know. It's kind of like you're put under the gun and it's not fun. Again, I do not want to leave it on this note. So, you know what? I'm going to clarify that, Magician. Where are you going with all this potential? You know, Magician and the King of Pentacles, you know. You might want to work independently now, you know, after this sort of stuff with people. I'm kind of thinking that you might want to work independently. There it is. Oh my, oh my. This is an excellent card. So the 10 of Clubs, or clubs, is contentment, you know, achievement, success in your career. You know, it's not talking about getting rich here, but there sure is the potential because you got this other 10. And I also want to add that you got 2 10s here. This is moving. You know, this is the new beginning. You are moving. I think you're moving. You could be moving careers altogether. But this is contentment, achievement, success. This is success. So, you know, you got this with the Magician. You are capable of succeeding at what you want to do. You know, you have so much to offer, really. You know, look at, you have so much to offer. So, you know, I know you got to go through this mess. You know, it's kind of messy, but it's going to be worth it. You know, what it's going to open, once you get by it, what you're going to open up to is wonderful. It really is wonderful. So, and, you know, it's a final 10 after, you know, this messiness here, right? It's that 10. It's that completion. And you got 2 of them. You are definitely moving careers that has the potential to make you financially content as well. It's a new beginning. So I think that's fantastic. Anyway, Aries, if this resonates, please like, share, and subscribe. Next month, I'm doing the videos according to how many likes there are, so please hit that like button. I want to thank you for all your comments. You know, I really have the best followers. Everyone is so nice, and I want to thank you for trusting me and sharing your stories with me. I really enjoy reading them and can relate in a lot of ways. So thank you for that. And I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and I hope you really enjoy your December. Take care. Oh, if you want a personal reading, the details are in the bottom. Thank you very much.